Hey guys, this is the heel strike test. Nobody in the history of doing this test has ever passed it, and is a great example of why you need to, maybe not, you don't have to freak out and change your running form immediately, but understand why a heel strike is not very effective, and it's actually terribly inefficient for running form and for running at your optimal pace and optimal speed. An excessive heel strike and just heel striking in general is not very good. It's just not a great way to run. You're losing a lot of efficiency in other places that you could be making up depending on how you hit the ground. There's a lot of things that go into why you heel strike. I just want to talk about why it's not a good thing to do, why you might want to change the way you're running. So, step one, find a hard surface to be on. Number two, we're just going to jump in place on the ball of the foot. Most people will automatically jump like this and say, wow, this feels pretty good. You're performing a plyometric exercise now. You're going down, right when you come down, you land, you're stretching this calf, and then you explode up. You're storing and releasing this energy. If you were to come down and not come back up and let that energy dissipate, it's a lot harder to do this than if we were to continually bounce. If we start landing on our heel, which I'd like you to do now, oh man, you see my face, it doesn't really feel very good. I feel it in my head and up my body every time I hit the ground. And you could be like, wow, that just does not feel very good. This is what happens every time you take a step when you're heel striking, right? You can read all the research articles you want, know that force spikes every time you heel strike. I want you to actually feel it. So this is the heel strike test. Nobody has ever passed it. If you think this feels good, you're crazy because it doesn't. And it's going to destroy your knees, destroy your joints, and set you up for failure in the future. Where if we can change this or minimize this heel strike as much as possible, we're going to be much more injury resistant, right? Run more efficiently and faster, and have a much longer career as runners.